Purist and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. Clock at 2. Banchero with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
For 3, Mitchell. The rebound by Bitadze.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Isaac. Back to Caldwell Pope. Isaac outside. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Shot on the wing. Bitadze can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Mitchell kicks to Okoro. And that's good for 2. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And Carroll, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paulo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
And that one's good. Hunter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Suggs finds Isaac. Back to Suggs. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Mobley, a screen on Suggs. Mitchell passes to Okoro. Clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Caldwell Pope outside. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Mitchell. 1:53 left to play here in the first. No one covering. Okoro's got 5 now.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
Here's Suggs. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. Isaac with a screen for Banchero. Drills it from outside. Banchero's got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hunter, the pass to Mitchell. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Allen, a screen on Isaac. Here's Hunter. The rebound by Bitadze.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Bitadze. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Hunter kicks to Allen. Here's Mobley. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Mobley sets the pick for Okoro. Allen with it. Picked up by Banchero. Now here's Okoro. He's tightly guarded. Top of the key jumper, no good. Magic leading by 4. Takes the 3. And there's Banchero on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Banchero's got his 3rd basket of the night. Mitchell, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Mitchell left side. And another miss by Cleveland. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 7. Let's take a quick break now. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Wade out there with Green. Then it's Max Strus. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, this is where Thompson wants to do his scoring. Close in the paint.
Deep 2 from Wagner. Pass to Black. Anthony on the wing. Back to Black. Wagner from long range. The Cavaliers pull it in. Green taking his time here. Wade with it. Now, here's Strus. Wade sets the pick for Strus. Drops it in from 11 feet. Strus has got his first points of the night. Magic leading by 3. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Here's Black, guarded by Garland. Anthony kicks to Black. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Black's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Garland. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Wade on the wing. Green with a screen on Wagner. Back to Green, and stolen by Wagner. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Pass to Wagner. 5 to shoot. Here's Black. Lets it fly. And it's Wade with the rebound. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. The wide open shot from Strus. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now just a 5-point Magic lead. Kicks it out to Wagner. To the inside. Wagner a screen on Strus. Back to Wagner. And it's off from 3-point range. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Wade passes to Strus. The 3. The shot by Wade, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Garland kicks to Green. Garland against Anthony. Garland, the pass to Strus. The screen from Thompson. They get the rebound. They kick it out to Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Wade feeling it out a bit. A second chance effort, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .44 seconds left in the first half. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black. Here's De Silva. There's Wagner with the three. And it's Struz with the rebound. Garland against Anthony. 16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson, a screen on Wagner. Green kicks to Thompson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Thompson's got 5 now. Here's De Silva, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach half. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
He just loved the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. A nice shot by Okoro. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Mitchell outside. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down on you quick.
Suggs with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Back to Suggs. Isaac outside. Suggs up top, 6 to shoot. Banchero a screen for Caldwell Pope, and he gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
And just a smooth customer off that pick and roll. KCP making a quick assessment and decides to take it for himself.
On its way from Hunter for 2. A kick out to Mobley. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Magic leading by 6. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. Lets it go from the wing. And Isaac throws it down.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backcourt, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
Back to Suggs. Isaac with a screen for Suggs. Banchero a screen for Suggs. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Okoro. From outside, off the mark. Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot mechanics.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now Isaac running the floor all by himself.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
2 minutes remaining.
Okoro with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Screen by Allen. Here's Hunter. And he banks in the lane. He's got 5.
And it's his decision-making, Hunter, looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. The 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Hunter dishes to Okoro. Allen a screen on Caldwell Pope. Isaac with the steal. Here's Banchero. They get it again. Stolen by Mitchell. It's deflected. Kicks it out to Banchero. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Green against Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. The Magic again can't hit.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Garland looking it over. 3-pointer. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Oh, and he got it to go!
Wow. Woo. Whoa, that's some range right there, guys. The prayer is answered.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. Their lead at 15. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Thompson is out there with Wade. Then there's Garland. Then there's Javonte Green. And it's Strus into the shooting guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. A nice shot by Black.
Assist goes to Mo Wagner.
Now Garland. Wade outside. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Pass to De Silva. Kicks it out to Wagner. Fires the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Thompson outside. Back to Strus. Baseline try. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
A floater to the left wing. For 3. Garland with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Strus finds Thompson. Garland fires from way outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wade outside and stolen by Wagner. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Beyond the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And there's the call on Javonte Green. That's his first foul. So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Suggs. Offline with his three. The Cavaliers trail by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Mitchell outside. Nifty move. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Launches a three. Stolen by Allen. Here's a Kuro. Offensive rebound. Mitchell outside. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Orlando leading by 9. Caldwell Pope with it. Now defended by Mitchell. No good with the triple. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Back to Mobley. Mobley sets the pick for Okoro. Off target from three-point range. Here we go, one-on-one. Caldwell Pope passes to Suggs. Off target from outside. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about takes a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Pass to Suggs. Here's Bitadze. And a miss there on the triple. At the elbow, it's Allen. It's good.
Jared Allen.
Isaac outside. And stolen by Hunter. Allen for 3. Misses the shot. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. A narrow...
say, does that start?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Better Be On. Game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting. For the defenses, I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid, Kyle Lowry out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Paul George and a Giabaselli in at the 4-man position.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Pass to Embiid. Now here's George. They grab their own miss, and he can't get that one. Here's Mitchell. Fires from deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute, and the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said we know he can be unstoppable. We're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Mitchell. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home!
Oh, guys, I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by Philadelphia.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
From deep, Mobley. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Screen by Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Maxey. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Maxey, an exciting player to watch. So unpredictably hard to guard.
He launched that one from way outside. Mitchell's got 11. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. There's a screen for 3. Maxey drains the triple.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Mobley on a screen. George against Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell, a screen on Lowry. Okoro on the wing. He's guarded by Lowry. Kept alive. Okoro outside.
2 minutes.
There's the 3. Outside, Green. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. you don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 11. For 3, Allen. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Down low.
Selfless pass there from Maxey. Really able to handle the guard position quite well.
1 minute left in the first quarter here. Allen with a screen on George. The 3 from Mitchell. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Allen with a screen on George. Out to the wing. Mobley, left side. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Cleveland leading by 7. Pass to Okoro. Outside Mitchell. Mobley outside. Takes a 3. Oh, missed the dunk at the buzzer. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Tristan Thompson is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Hunter in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Grimes. Oubre with it. And it's Hunter picking him up. Pass to McCain.
Charging foul called on McCain. His first personal.
The Cavaliers lead by 5. And there's a pick. Here's Garland. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt, waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Here's McCain. Yet to see a basket. Six to shoot. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Beyond the arc. The offensive rebound. Here's Wade. And it's off from three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Launches it. Knocks down the triple. McCain's got his second bucket on the night. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Wade, that's good.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Garland. And there's the screen. Pass to Wade. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes it inside. A nice shot by Grimes.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Garland against Walker. Here's Hunter. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
It's intercepted. It's 2-on-1. Here's Jerome. Off the mark there with a 3. The 76ers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Nice shot by Walker. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And a deep 3 from Garland. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's McCain. He has 7. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
The Cavaliers again cannot hit. The 76ers have gone 8 for 9 here in the second. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
A nice shot by McCain.
He is on fire this quarter, fellas. I mean, what an incredible scoring performance.
Outside Hunter. Thompson with a screen. Hunter passes to Thompson. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Andre Drummond. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw is good from Thompson.
You know what makes Thompson so valuable is his activity on the glass, especially the offensive boards. He really chases down loose balls.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Garland, the pass to Thompson. Back to Garland. Good if it goes. And that's not going to go. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Sixers on top, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Kyle Lowry out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. The Sixers leading. Here's Maxey. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Green's checked in for Tyson. Now here's Okoro. Still without a bucket. Mobley, a screen on Maxey. Outside for Green. Tipped away. George for 3. Counted from distance. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the paint. Okoro outside. Back to Allen. All alone. And another basket for Cleveland.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mobley, a screen on Lowry. Green for 3. Paul George pulls down the board. Philadelphia's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And Lowry with the bucket on the assist by George. Lowry's got 5 points.
Boy, there's a pit bull kind of quality to Kyle Lowry's game. He's relentless at both ends.
Green finds Mitchell. Okoro on the wing. Allen with a screen on Maxey. Okoro, no good. Philadelphia leading by 8. Pass to Maxey. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And this is 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Oh my goodness! Disrespectful.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Lowry with a screen on Mobley. George. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Pass to Embiid. George, a screen on Allen. The 17-footer. Again, the Sixers score.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
Mobley, a screen on George. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hand.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
At the line for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. At the line for 1. The play is under video review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Hunter, screen on Walker. Garland, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Out to the right wing. McCain's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 11. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Wade, pass to Garland. And here's Hunter. Pass to Thompson. Back to Hunter. And he lobs it up top. And Drummond with the jam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And so it's Philadelphia in a good... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Ty Jerome is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. They set the pick. And he banks in the layup. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Grimes, the pass to Drummond. Oh, and the dunk by Drummond!
How about that, Andre Drummond? No, you didn't just show me that kind of creativity in a 7-foot frame at about 1/3 of a ton.
The Sixers lead by 9. Pass to McCain. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Hunter passes to Jerome. And McCain pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now Drummond uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 13.
That's where Drummond generates most of his offense. I mean, he's got a lot of moves in the low post.
Hunter can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's McCain. Three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Hunter. From down in the low post, it goes. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Three-pointer. A nice shot by McCain.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Floats one. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it. How about the amazing crossover there? Demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand. Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from diverting the easy bucket.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, picking all the low-hanging fruit, defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
Both free throws good from Mitchell. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's George with the drive.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Okoro passes to Wade. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Embiid. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Mitchell with the ball, picked up by Lowry. Here's Mobley. Softly drops in the floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has? Showing off an exquisite touch.
Cavaliers foul. Donovan Mitchell, his first. Second team foul.
Philadelphia leading by 13. Out to Lowry. Stolen by Mitchell.
Set the trap perfectly there. Had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it.
Here's Wade. He's covered by Oubre. The 3 from Okoro. Paul George pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Embiid can't hit. Cleveland's shooting 55% since the start of the fourth.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the 76ers.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Knocked away. 4-3. Wade, that's good. So it's Philadelphia now. A 12-point game. Lowry against Allen. Lowry, the pass to Embiid. George with it. Screen by Embiid. And George with the basket on the assist by Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 15. Here's Wade. And Cleveland another three.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Shot on the wing. He's off on that one. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the
So often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now, Banchero. After Cole Anthony missed from long range. That one falls.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now, here's George. Pass to Embiid. Got a hand on it. One-on-one here. Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. They get it back. And staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Pass to Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Cole Anthony.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Suggs, screen on Lowry. Here's Anthony. And the call on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
At the line for 2, Cole Anthony. The play is under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Embiid with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Jamal Mosley. David.
Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. To see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Banchero. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 7. And stand after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Now here's Embiid. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Embiid's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Suggs passes to Banchero. A three-pointer, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Grimes. Driving in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Seems like Lowry always knows where his teammates are.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Suggs. Banchero a screen for Suggs. Banchero against Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Isaac kicks to Banchero. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 13.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
No good there. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's the Magic up by 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Maxey. Andre Drummond is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
An effortless raid. KCP doesn't always hit for a high percentage, but when he does hit, he makes it look good.
Edwards finds Maxey. It's tipped. They recover it. Here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got his first points of the game. Magic leading by 8. Wagner outside. Good work there as it goes.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Maxey. There's the 3. He's off on that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Here's De Silva. And Greg, you think about what they call... float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in him, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, and do mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Wagner wide open. Off target with his three. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 10. Drummond dishes to Edwards. Back to Drummond. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. It's Black in the corner. Shoots the three. Another miss by Orlando. The 76ers trail by 8. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Bona. Kicks it out to Maxey. Buries it from three-point range. Maxey's got 8 points.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Bona. Knocks it loose. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Bona, and it's in there.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Magic leading by 8. Here's Wagner. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to De Silva. Good. Nice job down low.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The 76ers trail by 9. Caldwell Pope left side. Here's Black. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
At the guard spots, it's Suggs and Anthony. Banchero is out there with Isaac, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handle handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
And he recovers it. Oubre passes to Embiid. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Embiid's got 8.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Back to Suggs. Drives to the hoop. Here's Banchero. And the rejection by Embiid. And George kicks to Oubre. Suggs against George. Clock at 6. To the paint. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. Anthony's shot is off. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 12-point game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good.
It's smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
Well, you know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hand.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And how about the showmanship from Banchero, letting us know what he can do out there.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Here's Black, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Black, driving the lane. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Left side, Edwards. For the 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Magic leading by 14. Pass to De Silva. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Abusele can't hit. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. They get it back. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 5. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's Maxey. He's got 11. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's McCain. Good on the triple. McCain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Caldwell Pope outside. Wagner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's the 3. No good. And so it's Orlando in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the 76ers, Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Scooped up. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. Here's Black. Nailed from three-point land. And the Magic lead by 19.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Wagner with a screen for Caldwell Pope. From the arc. And there's Wagner on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's McCain. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge it. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
They need something else, man. We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Over in the corner, Isaac. It's good from long range.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. 76ers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Gordon finds Embiid. Nice move. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. That they closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
And it's Wagner missing. 76ers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. For 3, Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by George. Pass to Maxey. Inside, it's stolen by Banchero. Wagner finds Caldwell Pope. Kept alive. Now, here's Suggs. Banchero with the ball. Caldwell Pope with the screen on Embiid. Here's Caldwell Pope. 3 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Embiid pulls it down. Pass to Maxey. Back to George. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Wagner outside. The 3 ball, no good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most.
The start.
So Cleveland will get first possession. Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3. Now here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. Mobley grabs the board. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, B.A.? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Isaac outside. Back to Suggs. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Isaac with a screen on Hunter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
Now here's Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Isaac with a screen on Mitchell. Hits the trifecta.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Cavs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And another 3 for Orlando.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The 3 from Okoro. It's rebounded by Batase.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Outside Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 6 points for him. Nails it from 3. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Allen against Suggs. Kicks it out to Isaac.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Batase with a screen. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. The Cavs trailing. And here's Hunter from the arc. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Here's Suggs. After the basket by Cleveland. Orlando again missing. Outside Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Banchero. Hunter. Orlando with the rebound. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. The three ball. Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Mobley finds Mitchell. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses the three. Pass to Suggs. From deep. They get it again. It could go. No good that time. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. On the court for the Cavaliers. Javonte Green out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Sam Merrill. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Cavaliers lead by 3. They set the screen. Here's Merrill. He buries it from 3. Merrill's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
And for the Magic, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
Pass to Merrill. Thompson with a screen. From outside the arc. Merrill, that's good. Merrill's got 6 in the quarter.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Anthony, the pass to Black. Wagner against Green. Here's Black. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Black's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Beyond the arc. Wade misses. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Black passes to Wagner. Here's Black. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Merrill. He has 6. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Out left to the wing. Here's Black. Green covering. Wagner for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wagner's got 5 points. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
And it's Green missing. Orlando has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Wagner. He's got 5. And it's Javonte Green with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wagner with a screen on Green. And another three for Orlando.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Thompson with a screen. Merrill passes to Green. Up and in on the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so Anthony will bring it up for Orlando. Pass to De Silva. With the drive, kicks it out to Wagner. Here's De Silva. Back to Wagner. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
Thompson with a screen. Merrill passes to Green. Here's Wade. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Wagner. We've got 22 seconds left in the second. Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Left side, Green. For three. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Green's got his second bucket of the night. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Cleveland on top. They're up by one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. When you look at Franz Wagner, what a contribution.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Batadze in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Mitchell against Suggs. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And here's Hunter. He's got 7. 6 on the shot clock. Allen with a screen on Banchero. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to...
At the line for the Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter.
Just challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw good. Hunter. And both free throws good for Hunter.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Banchero outside. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Doesn't go that time. Cleveland leading by 3. Oh, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Back to Suggs. To the inside. Paolo Banchero flushing it home.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Pass to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Suggs. From deep, Mitchell. Orlando with a rebound. Batadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Carroll with it. Here's the 3. Oh, Paolo showing his range.
Yeah, boy, the confidence of this young man. Banchero with the moonshot.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now here's Isaac. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Suggs. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hunter in the post. Working on Banchero. Here's Mobley. Plenty of space. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. The 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Hunter can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Caldwell Pope. The pass to Batadze. Fires from deep. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Okoro on the wing. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. And that'll be Cleveland's ball as it goes out of bounds. Cavs keep possession here. A line change here for Orlando. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Wade. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Anthony. Green against Wagner. Here's Black. Wagner, the pass to Black. Here's De Silva. No good on the triple. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Wade. He's scoreless. Fires the 3. They get it back. Here's Thompson. Nice D from Wagner.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Wagner gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 3.
It is always so fun to watch a guy with a well-rounded offensive game heat up. Mr. Franz Wagner, welcome to the party.
A shot by Merrill, no good. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black, covered by Merrill. Wagner for 3. No luck on that one. Deflects the pass. Wagner with a steal. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Magic up by 3. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Cavaliers. They've got Thompson. Dean Wade is out there with Green. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Merrill in at the 2.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Magic leading by 6. Pass to Wagner. Fires for 3. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Merrill. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here's Black. There's a screen from the arc. Rebounded by Green. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Wade. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Black. Knocks down the long J. And the Magic lead by 4.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open pretty?
Merrill outside. Back to Thompson. Thompson with a screen. Here's Wade. 5 to shoot. Here's Garland. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Cole Anthony. For so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
No doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect of the league today.
A line change here for Orlando. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for Wade. Hunter's checked in for Green. And Okoro is subbed in for Merrill. Mobley finds Allen. Mobley on a screen. Now here's Garland. From deep three-point land. Here's Allen. The kick to Hunter. Second chance shot. And right through it goes!
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Cavaliers. Banchero the screen. Suggs the pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Okoro outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Banchero to tie it up. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Isaac with a screen on Hunter. The 3 from Banchero. Great positioning on the putback. Batadze's got his first points of the game.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Now here's Mobley to take the lead. It's rebounded by Batadze.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
To the middle. Here's Banchero. Back to Caldwell Pope. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. And the Magic lead by 5.
Well, you can see Paolo has a team-first mindset. If there's an opportunity to get a teammate involved, he's going to do it. Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Following the score by Cleveland. Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. Back to Caldwell Pope. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Hunter on the wing. Rebounded by Suggs.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
They get it back. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. 27 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Drops in the 3.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Orlando. Suggs surveys the D. They set the pick. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Over Mitchell. Misses the shot. And so Orlando takes the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but
The teams that like pushing the break, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. Okoro's shot is off. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And slam dunk by Allen.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Outside, George. Embiid with the screen on Hunter. George passes to Embiid. Oubre outside. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Down low, here's Mobley, and he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Oh, go ahead, big fella. Throw it down. Mobley showing off that incredible bounce.
To the middle, and Embiid throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP. This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 6 points for Joel Embiid. Allen, a screen on Oubre. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Okoro. A kick out to Mobley. Pass to Allen. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Shooting for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell. At the line for 2. The play is under video review, under NBA rule. The officials will have 2 minutes.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Now, here's Okoro. Scoreless thus far. Connects from three-point range.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
To the wing right side. Here's McCain. No good again that time. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. From downtown. The shot missing. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Mitchell wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got 12 in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive board.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run. As
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Wade, Sam Merrill out there with Garland. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Walker the pass to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Here's Wade. There's Garland. And good that time. Garland's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Stolen by Garland. Three-pointer, Wade. Offensive rebound. Outside, Green. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Back to Green. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Kicks it out to Maxey. Walker with the screen for Maxey. No problem knocking that one down. Maxey's got his first points in this one.
Ooh, Maxey showing off the handles.
Wade, a screen on Maxey. Garland finds Thompson. Merrill on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Merrill passes to Wade. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
The 76ers trail by 9. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Drummond. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with, because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
Back to Maxey. They set the screen to the inside. Here's Yabusele. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so he makes both from the line. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Garland with it. He's picked up by Walker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now Merrill. Nothing on the board. Outside Garland. Up and in on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot by Wade, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Walker the pass to Yabusele. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Maxey. They set the pick. Good on the triple. Maxey's got 5 now.
You see how creative Maxey is, just dissecting the defense with his handles.
Garland the pass to Wade. Garland with the screen for Wade. No good on the shot.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
It's stolen by Edwards. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Here's Maxey. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Garland. It's hauled in by Edwards. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The kick out to Walker. The 76ers with another miss. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia. You're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Defensive foul.
It's the intensity of Mitchell. Takes the contact and still hits the shot.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick-and-roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think of D. Wade with a better jumper.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Hits it from three-point range.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Stolen by Allen. Oh, and here we go. Coro's got it. The fast break chance. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Philadelphia on D. 9-point game. For three, Hunter gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hunter's got 6 in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The 76ers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. First one falls for him.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
And Embiid drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Mitchell against Oubre. And then Mitchell in the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Embiid from outside the arc. The three, good for Embiid.
Just another thing that makes Embiid unguardable. He can hit shots from any spot on the floor.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. That shot wide open. Mitchell's got 26 points.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots. Oh, and look at what this fella can do. Beautiful.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hunter. Back to Mitchell. Shoots over Oubre. Mitchell against Oubre. Here's Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The offensive rebound. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Embiid.
When you're guarding Mobley, you have to finish the possession on Embiid. Seal him off, or Evan, look, this man's going to punish you on that glass.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. Javonte Green comes in for Hunter. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Mitchell.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Thompson dishes to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 5.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Outside, Walker. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And here's Garland for 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
First trip to the line for him here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. So he gets them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
And here is Garland. 9 points in the game so far. Open jump shot off the mark.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Maxey gets to Yabusele. Edwards with the screen. Yabusele can't hit. Here's Merrill. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Cleveland. 13 points up at... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Cleveland, Wade out there with Green. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The drive by Green.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And that one's good. Maxey.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Cleveland leading by 12. Garland from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. CLA passes to Drummond. Here's Maxey. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. The drive by Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 28 points for the game.
Oh, that motor on Mitchell just speeding right through his shot.
Maxey against Mitchell. Shot from 16. Another miss by Maxey.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Hunter kicks to Allen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Paul George comes in for Yabusele. Oubre's checked in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Walker.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Wasted no time on that one.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Mobley dishes to Okoro. Mobley a screen on Maxey. A nice shot by Okoro.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
Okoro kicks to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 16.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Pass to Hunter. Allen with the screen for Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And the technical free throw is good.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Grimes passes to Embiid. Can they get it? Shot by Grimes. No good. Pass to Okoro. And another miss by Cleveland. Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Maxey with it. From deep three-point territory, no good. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they
I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Batadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Suggs finds Banchero. Wing shot on the way. First shot won't go.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
George, a screen on Suggs. Back to George. And it's blocked by Isaac.
You know, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer, 7 feet that is, so he should pile up the block shots.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George passes to Embiid. Isaac with the steal. And Banchero with it. Guarded now by George. And yep, it's good.
Yeah, look at Banchero putting his physicality to work, driving through contact right there.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Maxey passes to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls.
He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Up top, Maxey. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. Now Maxey. He's covered by Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive board. You've got to box that guy out.
Banchero the screen. Here's Batadze. Embiid covers. Back to Banchero. Caldwell-Pope, a screen on George. Banchero no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Banchero outside. Maxey against Caldwell-Pope. The Magic need to put one up here. The 3 from Banchero. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic trail by 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Orlando again missing.
Hey, I think that green light they've given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And here are the Magic now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Suggs to stop the drought. Fires in the triple.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Embiid, good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Suggs outside. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
George against Isaac. It's stolen by Isaac. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. The three from Banchero. Hits the three-pointer. Banchero's got his second basket on the night.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Here's Oubre driving in. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Banchero the screen. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And the second quarter is... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Lonnie Walker is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Edwards. And it's Yabusele in at the four-man spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Black, no good. Now Philadelphia with it. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Edwards. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Takes the three. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner on the wing, guarded by Edwards. And Wagner gets it to go.
Good work by Wagner there, taking advantage of a point-blank opportunity.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Right wing. Pass to Lowry. Drummond with the ball. Wagner with a steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. He takes it in. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Lowry. No points so far. Outside Walker. Back to Lowry. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 on the clock. Outside Walker. From downtown. On target from range. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Black. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it. And Anthony has no off switch, which I like. He's adept at attacking defenses and drawing fouls.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Excellent defense from Anthony. Impressive job reading the opponent and coming away with that steal.
Here's Edwards. Buried from 15 feet out. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
It's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Kept alive. Wagner outside. Wagner on the wing. Goes back up. And it's Orlando with another.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Lowry, the pass to Edwards. Back to Lowry. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Lowry's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Here's Wagner. Pass to De Silva. Back to Wagner. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Lowry against Anthony. Lowry, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
And it's Lowry with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 8. Pass to Drummond. And the call will be against Mo Wagner. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. On the take. Yabusele. The kick out to Walker. Inside. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Orlando finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Goga Bitadze is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 3. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack downhill in a heartbeat, VA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Ben Carroll takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Suggs with it. Oubre picks him up. Pass to Ben Carroll. It's stolen. Grimes played it in with a nice touch off the window. Grimes has got his second basket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The ball's knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Outside Maxey. Back to George. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Orlando leading by 3. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. He said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Here's George. After the basket by Orlando. No good from 18.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Embiid finds George. Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. Screen by Embiid. Here's Maxey. And it falls all over the rim and in. Maxey's got 5 now.
When Maxey has the ball, you got to keep him from getting downhill, or he's just going to take those points.
Banchero right side. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
You know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Down low, Yabusele. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to De Silva. His first shot coming late. The rebound by Lowry. 76ers trail by 6. Tipped. Wagner for 3. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke. Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Here's Anthony into the lane. Pass to De Silva. Wagner with a screen. De Silva no good. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Walker passes to Drummond. The kick out to Edwards. Jacks up with 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. 3-pointer Anthony buries it from 3. And the Magic lead by 10.
And they need Anthony to connect from deep. And when he does, their offense opens up even more.
With the drive. Oh, Drummond with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. 40 seconds left in the third. And it's Wagner missing.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And that one drops. Edwards has got 6 points.
A good display of Lowry's court vision there. Nice feed to the open man.
Pass to Wagner. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3 is up. De Silva no good. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Yabusele throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Franz Wagner, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the free throw, no good. Now here's Wagner. And so it's Orlando leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great team deep. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Kyle Lowry. He's out there with Walker. Edwards out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. 3-pointer, no good. Orlando leading by 6. Wagner on the wing. There's the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Yabusele. The kick out to Walker. And there's the drive. And the jam by Walker.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Fires in the triple. De Silva's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Black. And the three off target. 76ers trail by 7. Here they come with numbers in transition and out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now here's Suggs, guarded closely. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he's a guy who looks for his shot often. He's energetic and outstanding at forcing the issue. Caldwell Pope is his name.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line and talented enough to sink them.
Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So, at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
Embiid. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
76ers trail by 10. And stolen by Suggs. Here's Batase. Unable to get that one. And George with some nice D. Pass to Grimes. The Sixers again can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And the jam by George.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George. Something to behold. When he leaves the count for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Still Sixers ball.
Up top, Maxey. He's covered by Suggs.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Sixers now. 11-point game. Pass to Embiid. Launches it.
Caldwell Pope, so quick, so active, so alert on D.
Puts up a 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 13.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
They get the rebound. Back to Suggs. Launches a 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Magic.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Suggs.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Pass to Banchero. This one for 3. Right side, Caldwell Pope. He buries it from 3.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
He was all alone on that one.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And here is Maxey. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. This one wasn't even...
Let's go.